Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Coloniano D, and I have another review for you. And this one, as you can see, is from the house of Aton Perfumes. Now, Aton is a younger sibling of Russian Atom from Original Adore. And Aton released a trio back in 2022. And this one that I'll be reviewing today is Patchouli LAVE, okay? The other releases are Roxbury and The Bright Lights. Just recently, last month, a new release, Animal. I've yet to get my nose on that one. So that's 4 releases since 2022. So, and you know, Aton is sort of a departure from Original Adore type fragrances, you know, Original type scents. You know, they're a bit more animalic, a bit richer. They have more depth. So, you know, it seems like their style is a little bit different. So, but from what I gather, Animal is somewhat of an animalic, which these fragrances, these 3 released back in 2022 are not. So, it's this one to me is an aromatic, and now the name is Patchouli LAVE. LAVE can be a reference to ocean water. So, with that said, let's go over the notes. Top, we have champaca, cardamom, and tonka bean. Heart, we have patchouli leaf and oak moss. Base, we just have musk. So, this is what I get. This is Patchouli LAVE, and it's really a nice presentation. As you can see, let's see if we could focus in over here. Let's get a little bit focused. I wonder if my autofocus adjustment went out. All right, well, here you go. There's your presentation of Patchouli LAVE. Now, I did see a review where they said, you know, that's the spray. The presentation is somewhat cheap. No, it's not. This is really a nice presentation. And then there's the box. Aton Perfumes, dare to be different. Okay, so that's the presentation. And ooh, that one, very nice. Very nice. That's, you know, it's aromatic. It's an aromatic type scent. It's really beautiful, actually. From the opening, I get a blast of a rich champaca and spices. You know, so you're getting the champaca and the cardamom. Now, at the top, I'm getting this somewhat fruity, like a dried fruit, something like an apricot, right? So that's what I'm getting at the top. So at the top, I'm getting the champaca, the spices, the cardamom, and something fruity at the top. To me, this is more like an apricot type of dried fruit. It's very dense, right? And you know, this is my scent of the day, which anytime I do a review, it is my scent of the day. So let me get that light on that cap. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. There we go. So, so the musk that's in the base somewhat appears a little bit early. So, you know, you get that tonka bean. So at the top, you're getting the fruits, the spices from the cardamom. You're getting that tonka bean. It's you know, not very often where you would see tonka bean as a top note. But this fragrance starts off very sweet and aromatic. It's beautiful. It's somewhat, it kind of reminds me of, now I'm not going to say a vintage fragrance. It's almost, it's not a cheaper type fragrance. I'm not going to go in that direction, but there is something, and I think it's the oak moss, that kind of gives it a little bit of a aromatic vintage feel. It's very clean, right? Even though you have the spices, you have the tonka bean and champaca at the top. It's very clean, it's very aromatic, okay? So, I guess it's a little bit resinous also. So I'm getting that maybe from the cardamom, okay? Now, excuse me if you hear my voice, you know, alter a little bit. I'm still getting over this cold. I don't know what it was, but for the last 3 weeks, man, my voice, I kind of, you know, feel like I was losing my voice for a little bit, as you can hear. But anyway, so, you know, you're getting the sweetness. It's a sweet scent, but when I say sweet, it's not toothache sweet. You know, it's not a floral sweet type scent. This is, to me, a masculine leaning scent, okay? And, you know, like I said, you're getting that tonka at the top. And this goes on for some time now, okay? As it develops. So, it stays pretty much the same. Now, I'm not going to say it's a linear fragrance because it doesn't move. You know, some say, well, linear does mean, you know, it's not moving or develops very much. It develops, but that strength you get from the opening blast kind of, you know, fades off. But it's an 8 to 10 hour or more fragrance, okay? You get wafts as you go on all day. So, it seems as it goes on, it becomes more refined. It's a very refined fragrance, okay? The note listing, there are not a lot of notes. It's not very complex either, okay? So the tonka bean stays throughout, and the oak moss gives it an added richness, right? So the oak moss starts to kick in. Now we're talking, you know, 2 to 4 hours here. And like I said, it's staying pretty much the same, only it's more refined, if you get it. You know, usually at the top of a fragrance, at the top of any fragrance, okay, it's a little erratic. Okay, you got the citruses and the supporting notes in the opening. The opening of any fragrance, it seems unsettled because it's just coming out of the bottle, right? And then after a while, it starts to settle. That's with any fragrance. Not only this, but with any fragrance, you know, it just seems like, you know, it's always screaming when it comes out of the bottle. So the projection and the sillage are great. And like I said, the longevity is 8 to 10 hours. Now, here is my reference to seawater. Okay, LAVE is a reference to seawater. Okay, I do. I do get a touch of an aquatic, just very little. I get a little saltiness, and I'm thinking, being LAVE, Patchouli LAVE, references to seawater, okay, LAVE, seawater, I'm getting that. I'm getting that little bit of brininess. It's pretty incredible. And I have it on right now. I've had it on a couple of hours. It's so intoxicating. It's a beautiful fragrance, okay? Oh, I did get compliments, okay? Just to let you know, there is a compliment factor on this because it doesn't really smell like anything else. If anything, maybe, let me see. If anything, it resembles, you know, or in the same genre of, I would say maybe Caviar or by Electimus, Black Caviar by Electimus, or maybe Squid, Zoologist, but not in that direction, okay? I would say more like Black Caviar, if anything, not Squid, okay? But it's spicy and clean all day. You get that little bit of brininess, a little bit of, you know, seawater maybe, or aqua or marine, even though there are no marine notes listed. Yeah, it's spicy and it's clean. And, you know, as far as the name is concerned, patchouli, I get the patchouli, okay? I get the patchouli, let's see. The patchouli that I get, it's more of the milkiness. If you were to take a patchouli leaf, you know, it's more of a clean patchouli. It's not a dirty patchouli. It's more of a clean patchouli. Okay, it's not earthy. It's not an earthy fragrance. It's more of marine type, aquatic, just because of the name. It refers to seawater. So it's really beautiful. Okay, this is a fantastic fragrance. Don't expect a lot of patchouli, like, you know, to the forefront. It's not, okay? It's aromatic. It's a little on the sweeter side. It's rich. It's really, really a stout release from Aton. This is really a beautiful fragrance. I would say, you know, I don't normally rate fragrances, but if it's a 4 out of 5, really. It's really a nice scent. I'm enjoying it. I've had it for about 6 months. I've worn it on and off to let it macerate a little bit, you know, maybe let it age, and it's really, really nice. So, get your nose on this. I don't, you know, it's really fantastic. I love it. So, get your nose on it. Test it out. Test out the other ones, because I have the other 2. So those reviews will come later. So once again, Patchouli LAVE, Aton Perfumes. Give it a shot. Test it out. And, you know, if you want to give me some feedback, let me know what you think. And I appreciate you watching or listening. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thanks.